If you have a second gen Dodge Ram, you've probably heard of the 4th gen bumper upgrade using these brackets. It's becoming a very popular swap, but on the website it says they will not work with an off-road bumper. A quick look is telling me that is correct. However, I can tell you that this bumper is going on this truck. So if you want to see how feasible it is and if you can do it yourself, stick around and we'll find out. Welcome to Stein Fab Garage. If you've seen my other videos, you know I just took a trip to Texas and we remodeled the front end. I took all the damaged stuff off and got a new fender, hood, and I replaced the headlights just because I think they look badass. And I never intended to keep the second gen bumper. I got it mounted up nice in one of my previous videos, but I always intended on upgrading it to something like this. Currently, all I've done is pull the bumper off and thrown it right there. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these stock brackets off and mount up the aftermarket ones. And then I can pull out a tape measure and get an idea of what I'm gonna need to do to make this work. As far as the brackets, I bought this pair right here. This was only 35 bucks on eBay. Super cheap. I have comments because these are the $70 ones off Amazon. I mean, if I'm going cheap, sure, 35 all day. These ones, they have this extra gusset. So like if you are ever in a crash, this one's gonna fold right here and this one's supported. And then if we look at the mounting holes, these are gonna mount it in one spot. These have a lot of adjustability. Because I'm not mounting a factory bumper, I don't know if I can really have an opinion on this because I don't know if you want the adjustability to tighten up your body lines. But at least I can show you the differences so you guys can make your own decision. Also, when I was ordering them and reading the reviews, everybody was complaining they're scratched. Okay, yeah, they come shipped like that. They scratch a little, whatever. It's a bumper mount. I personally would be more concerned that they're warped. Yeah, not close to flat. However, with the way they're warped, it should pull when you tighten the bolts. Anyway, those are what we got for brackets. Let's go ahead and swap these out. I do believe I'm going to be using the plates with the gusset because I want that extra strength. However, I wanted to point out the mounting points to you guys. I'm not the biggest fan of this setup right here versus the eBay plate. I like it better. I don't know why. Just seems to line up better. But this whole plate is thicker and heavier. Like, look at the thickness difference. It's minimal, but this is definitely thicker. This is a tow truck, so I want everything strong. If you're just putting this on a 1500, I would use the $35 brackets. Yes, there's no back brace, but I mean, to bend this in a car crash, stuff's gonna move. For 35 bucks, they're not bad. Plates are all mounted up. Now I'm gonna struggle with the bumper and try to shove it up there and kind of see how it will fit. The obvious issue is you can tell these aren't flat, they're curved, like so. These are flat. My general game plan is to back cut this, then I can bend these straight and then re-weld them. But first things first, rough test fit. Here's the general mock-up. I'm pretty happy with it. It's gonna tilt a little different. It's kind of tilted down in the back right now. I think this will bolt to that once I straighten these plates out. But the point of this was to show us our mounting points. And the plate ends right about here. And if we tilt it forward, our bolt holes are here. So these plates are too far outward on both sides. I'm thinking of ways to resolve this, and I think one way would be switching the plates side to side so that they're more inboard than outboard. I'm gonna pull it off and see if that works. Oh, this thing weighs a lot. One's mounted, and it actually did exactly what I wanted. Flat side here, more inbound. So now it will hit on these mounting points. I'm so confident that this is gonna work that I'm at the point where I need to back cut them in so I can bend them straight. So yeah, let's go ahead and back cut this one. It looks like pretty much right straight line up from this point will be great. I'm using a square so I can square up to the bottom and not throw off any of the angles. So that will keep us straight there. I cut, I want to say 80% through. That way it will bend nice and easy. And then I ground down all the black stuff on all these edges. The idea there is if the flex is too great, these are getting welded to the frame. The bumper is going to have a lot of leverage on this amount of material down here. If it shakes a lot, I'll just buzz it in. Now check out how easy this bends. There we go. Now I can just come in on this side with a welder and fill that up. So now with these plates straight, I'm scared to get under this, it's about to fall. But we can see the mounting points are right in line with that plate. They might interfere with this back gusset a little bit. I'm not too sure, I'm not too worried about it either. So I'm gonna center this thing to my liking and get a marker from this side and mark on the plate where to drill 3 holes on each side, and then just run some bolts in it. So honestly, minor fab, I'm gonna have to lay 2 welds. Let's keep going. I went ahead and shimmed it a little different. I think I got it looking pretty darn good. So that is where the holes are marked. But like if we pop it off, there's so much slack and everything. So yeah, that's where the holes are marked. There will be side-to-side adjustment for sure. And then all the up and down adjustment can come from the 3 lower bolts and just tilting it. So I can dial in the tilt and the side-to-side. And I think it's gonna be great. I'm gonna go ahead and drill some holes. And the great thing about them being so wide, this one's not gonna hit that support running down. This one might, but I have so much room I can kind of just shoot somewhere. The harder you push on a drill bit, the faster it works. Is it good for it? No. But do I care? Also no. Oh. Gonna try not to hit the intercooler. Oh, almost got it. Woo! Didn't though. Three more to go. Boom, done. Let's mount it. Oh, was that one? I think it was. Now the moment of truth. I didn't bother putting the center bolt in, so it's on top and bottom. I will be needing to remove this bumper to do some steering stuff, so I'm only going to leave it on 4 for now. But I mean, that's mounted. It's the top and bottom that are the most critical. I also haven't really tightened down anything. Like these side wings are just mocked up, so they're not tight to the centerpiece. And this isn't tight either. And it fell on it too. But I mean, the thing's on there. If I'm in a car crash, it's destroying whatever I hit. I mean, the bumper's gonna fold too. It's not the most rigid thing, but I'm happy with it. I'm not wiring it up this video. That will be in my wiring video where I wire up all those light bars, my reverse light bars, and I got a switch panel and all that. So none of the bumper wiring is happening for me until my wiring video. Anyway, guys, that's how to mount a 4th gen off-road bumper on your 2nd gen Dodge. Look at how good this thing looks. I'm stoked. The last step for me is to pull the welder out and run those 2 beads. I want to point out, if you don't have a welder, you can do all this and drive it to a welder. That is literally 2 beads that takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. And yeah, I do random stuff. It's never, so if you subscribe for one thing, you're not going to get it. That's just the way it is. Later, guys. I'm loving the way this truck is coming out.